Perfect.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Reaction Therapy. I am Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist, here to break down lyrics to some awesome music. And today we get to continue the 21 Pilots journey through every bit of their music. We're in album 1, titled 21 Pilots. Today, March to the Sea. This was when the band was different. I know y'all told me the band started one way, ended up another. Tyler was there, Josh wasn't. And so we're just gonna go album by album. And you get to join me with this journey, and I can't wait. It is so cool. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part and supporting Reaction Therapy. Nick and I are so grateful. And check out the links in the description of this video to the merch, to our Patreon page, and also to our Discord server. Without further ado, let's get into this. Remember, our mission to spread mental health awareness to the world through music and lyrics. And this is how we do it. We find great music. We look at the lyrics, we listen to the music, have a great time. Without further ado, 21 Pilots and March to the Sea.
There's miles of land in front of us, and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make. And I'll fall in line. A stranger's back is all I see. He's only a few feet in front of me, and I'll look left and right sometimes, but I'll fall in line.
I'll fall in line. It's like just you're on a death walk through the desert. Nothing in sight. There's no water. March to the sea. Hopefully they're marching to the water, but this reminds me of Bible times, right? We're getting to the Red Sea and the parting of the sea, and just in the old days of just marching around in the desert, being cast out to the desert for 40 years or whatever it was. And sometimes I think we can feel like we're in a desert in life, like we're just falling in line. All we can see is the back of the person in front of us. And it's like, oh, well, I'll just keep marching. I'm going to my job. I'm in the same relationship. I'm doing the same things, paying the same bills, living the same life, and mentally and emotionally drained. And I just feel like his words, his voice in the beginning is, well, this is kind of the lot I've been cast, and I'm living with it. I'm dealing with it. And what else is there? Because life sucks sometimes. And I think I hear so much church in 21 Pilots. I hear so much from God in 21 Pilots. At least that's me. And I think everybody can get their own interpretation. But to hear Tyler, and I think in the beginning being so instrumental at making this music, I think, but especially playing it, he has that voice that's just like this desperate plea for searching for meaning and for purpose and for connection. Great start.
Right sometimes, but I'll fall in line. No one looks up anymore, 'cause you might get a raindrop in your eye, and heaven forbid they see you cry as we fall in line. And about this time of every year, the line will go to the ocean pier and walk right off into the sea, and then we fall asleep.
This year, oh wow, it's about to start something. This yearly journey of going on this, like, feel like a death walk, just leaps into the sea, and then we fall asleep like it's over. It's done. Y'all got to tell me what this is about and what the meaning from. I sometimes second guess myself, and I don't say what I really think because I'm scared. And I want 21 Pilots faithful to be nice to me and to tell me, educate me, share with me what's going on, because y'all know everything about this and I'm learning as I go, and I'm going to be the best student I can. I'm just going to learn from y'all. But I hear this march to the sea. You walk off the pier once a year, boom, done, fall asleep. It's over.
Off into the sea, and then we fall asleep.
This song's so good at being suspenseful. It's like, when is something about to happen? Because I feel like I just keep hearing these notes and I'm like, what is coming next? Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Man, when those drums come in. 21 Pilots does it to me every time. I'm starting to sweat in here because I'm getting so pumped up, and they just get it. This buildup of emotion, this is church. If y'all ever go to church and you get to a good church with good music, you can feel the lead in of the music. It gets you worked up. It gets you into it. It gets you feeling the flow. And all of a sudden it is there. You are in the presence. And I feel like with them, I get in to the presence of being with them. And this just does it for me. This is it.
Beyond the sand, I ask myself the question why. I fall in line, then out of the corner of my eye, I see a spaceship in the sky and hear a voice inside my head. Follow me instead.
This is, if you can, okay. One of the things I tell people that I train as a mental health professional, when I train, I work with children and their families, done it for 25 years. And when I've taught and trained in colleges or at training courses, young therapists that are learning, one of the things I learned that I pass on to them, that I learned in grad school, was think about the last time you did anything for the first time. And they all think about it. It's like, you know, whether you've been to New Orleans or Las Vegas or to the beach or another country, or you've been skydiving or you've been ziplining or whatever, anything you've done for the first time. And when you think about that, because the older we get, the less we do for the first time. It's exhilarating, right? It's new. It's scary. There's anticipation. There's so much that goes into something for the first time. Well, children, their entire lives, day by day, are doing things for the first time. New experiences, new insights, new creations. Their whole life is the first time. And many times us adults stifle children because it's like, oh, this is what that's like. If somebody said to me, you know, have you ever been to the beach? And I'm like, yeah, here's the beach and this is what it's like. And you want to do this, but watch out for this, but make sure you do this. I've ruined your experience before you ever get the chance to actually do it yourself. And so we want to honor people who are doing things for the first time. When I see this story here, I'm trying to get into 21 Pilots for the first time. I'm trying to feel what it's like to be in this song and not try to be an expert and overinterpret and try to figure out the right answer and be the best, most professional. Like I'm on it. I've got it. I just want to feel the song. And when I hear it, I'm like, you know, he's describing walking through life to me and just walking in a line and following the person in front of you. Every now and then you look left to right and it's like, nope, keep looking forward. Every now and then you look up, there's a raindrop. Nope, look back down. And you can't let them see you cry. You can't let them see the emotion. You walk off this pier, you fall into the ocean, you're a goner. It's over. Your life is done. That's the rote, repetitive story of life that we all live, where we don't find inspiration, we don't find hope, we don't find passion, we don't find intensity, we don't find joy. We've got to be able to find that. And then all of a sudden he's walking to his death, I feel like in this story. He looks up, sees a spaceship, and it's like, follow me instead. And I want to look up at that spaceship and just watch. You ever watch birds? You ever watch things in the sky and think, I want to follow that? And to me, the spaceship is God. So it's following that faith, following that belief that there's another way to look instead of just straight in front of you at the back of another person and going through the rote repetition of life. There's a way to find joy, exhilaration, space, the final frontier. You can find everything you want out there. There's so much more. And when you turn that into faith, it's like you can find so much more hope and passion, discovery, new things in life. Anyway, without getting too far off on the faith journey, this gives me hope. I'm like, oh, I heard that thing say, follow me. I'm going to go follow that.
Follow me instead. Follow me.
Yeah.
The wages of war will start inside my head with my counterparts, and the emotionless marchers will chant the phrase, this line's the only way. And then I start down the stand. My eyes are focused on the end of land, but again the voice inside my head says, follow me.
Yeah.
Follow me instead. Follow me. Follow me instead. Follow me instead.
Yeah. Woo.
Follow me instead.
You hear the passion in that voice, the intensity. Like, it takes that much to take a leap of faith and do something that is way out of your comfort zone, that's way out of the normal, that is not just looking at, oh, well, I'm stuck with this. This is just the way that I need to do it. And you hear that voice. And when that voice calls, and it calls to me sometimes too, and sometimes it's even in reaction. It's like, I need to do this. I need to do this reaction. I need to contact this person. I need to do this request from somebody. I need to help this person. I need to give to this person. I need to spend time with this person. And so often, instead of just doing the same old thing day after day with no control, powerless to the sand walking off the pier of life, there's hope and a chance to say, what's the other voice there? And for me, it's God that guides that. I mess up all the time. And when I go back to center and I say, where is it I'm supposed to be? Where is my grounding here? And then that faith and that looking up and saying, follow me instead of just everything else that's in the world that pulls at you, Tom, that takes you off track. And the sound of the instruments and the sound of his voice, the passionate plea, love it. Just, I am so into this song.
Follow me instead. Follow me instead. Follow me instead. Take me up, seal the door. I don't want to march here anymore. I realize that this line is dead, so I'll follow you instead.
It's like, just take me because I know this line is dead. And for me, that path in life is just not the way to go. And people, you can apply this to anything. You could apply this to addiction. You could apply this to depression. You could apply this to popularity, to money, to so many different things in life that we're stuck in, that we just keep doing the same thing and it's producing the same result. We're just not getting any better. And we need to step out of that line. We need to look in another direction. We need to follow a different source, and we need to do our best to be our best. And this just says it all.
So then you put me back in my place, so I might start another day. And once again, I will be in a march to the sea.
so sad for me at the end because I feel like it was just somebody who ends up right back where they started again. Almost like it's a dream at night, right? That you wake up from and it's like reality's here. I'm right back where I started, marching to the sea again. Instead of being able to escape that dreaded line through the sand. Let me know your feedback. The instrumental on 21 Pilots music at the beginning's phenomenal. Like I missed that from the old days. I grew up in the 70s and 80s of long instrumental music and be able to hear some music and feel it a little bit instead of it just being the singing and done, a 3-minute song. This is so cool to be able to hear the whole gamut and to feel the emotions as it goes and the way it ended so subtly and just soft. The March into the Sea. Let me know your feedback. Give me your comments, your insight. I love the 21 Pilots journey, and I'm so thankful you're on it with me. Thanks for being here at Reaction Therapy. Thank you for letting Nick and I put this music out there for us to share and talk about. Check out the links in the description of this video for our Patreon page, merch, Discord, and remember, this isn't real therapy, just Tom breaking down lyrics. If you want real help, check the links in the description also for resources. They are there. You deserve help. Everybody does. And I cannot wait to see you on the next Reaction Therapy.